Martin's prophecy. Martin, during that time, Fresh Prince and Martin, he said, he was like, can you imagine if the two biggest black dudes on TV got together to make a movie, right?
That's hard.
And he was like, can you imagine what that would be for the culture? And I was like, all right, let me see the script. He was like, nah. Script's not good.
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that part. No, but the script had originally been Dana Carvey and John Lovitz were the original Bad Boys.
Yes.
No, culturally a little different. I love Dana Carvey and John Lovitz. A little different.
It's different for sure.
Different culture, but
different culture. Yeah.
What now?
Well,
now,
ahead,
Martin, I was
Rosenberg,
just going to
my
ask
bad.
you, what were your impressions? I asked Will his impressions of you on Martin. What were your impressions of Will and his comedic chops from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
I loved it. Will's energy was always up. And he was funny, and him and Jazzy Jeff, and always throwing Jazzy Jeff out the house, and Alfonso, and the dancing, and the whole cast was just good, and it was just a good show to watch, and it was just a good show for the culture.
Yeah.
I loved it.
So Martin, right now, when you guys coming back from, I think I saw you in Dubai, launching the film, and you guys are Mexico City, I believe. Will Smith, Lord said he was out here finessing Spanish.
Mexico City was
that Mexico City may be the biggest premiere I've
for
ever,
me.
Yeah, for
me,
sure.
ever.
Yeah, like it was gigantic. I've never experienced anything like that.
Now, Martin, is that what everybody's taking? You on the balcony waving to people, you looking around? Were you looking around like, yo, this is massive? Because
I sure was.
People took it like something was wrong with your health.
Yeah, people were saying something wrong with their health. I had made a video on it if y'all want to go check it out, but to see the pictures and stuff. But yeah, they say he was looking crazy and he was moving slow. I think somebody said he was a robot or something. And I was like, nah, bro. He had just talked about him losing his brother. So, he had to still deal with that and still, the show must go on. Rest in peace to his brother. You feel me? But, yeah.
I was like, oh, this is rock concert stuff. What the hell is going on? I was like, for a movie? I was like, oh my goodness, man.
But on that note, Martin, is there anything you want to say to the people because they're concerned about your health? Is there anything you want to say to them while you have the floor?
I'm fine. I'm in God's hands. I'm blessed. I'm glad to be waking up every day.
Still handsome in a way that is unimaginable.
I'm all good, though. I'm all good. No need for people to be concerned.
And Will, was it always to sort of come back in a big way? You've been quiet for a while.
Yeah.
And then when you came back, I don't know, people might say, hey, ease your way back in. Go do a little podcast. You just came back in this way. Was that a plan, or was it just the timing and the way things work out?
Nah, just the way things work out, the way that life leads, and that's the thing, God leads, So for me, I've learned that there are periods of disintegration and periods of reintegration. And it's all in God's timing, and I think part of the idea and the power in this life is, can you learn how to die, right? And it's like, you got to learn how to die. The old you has to die. So can you learn how to die?
Elevate. You got to elevate.
Can you not be so terrified during that period where the caterpillar turns into liquid?
That's scary times, bro.
Can you learn how to die and relax and trust that you will reintegrate, you will be reborn, you will regenerate, and God's promise is that it's always better. It's always going to be better. So just being able to die, pause, get it back together, reset, you got it, you've been here before, and then make your way back through the natural reintegration.
So as a butterfly.
As a butterfly. That's right.
No, that's real talk, though.
Basically, just elevate, bro. You know what I'm saying? And times get hard, bro. Sometimes you gotta go in that cocoon. You feel me? Brainstorm. You gotta do. Sometimes you just gotta go through the trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? But it's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Or you gonna always get your wings in the future. You know what I'm saying? Become that butterfly he talking about. You feel me? So that's a good point of view. You feel me?
Una mariposa.
That help you keep your faith. You know what I'm saying? If you got faith, then you know one day it's gonna get better, and that just help you make it. You feel me? That's all.
That's real talk, though.
But you want to grow. You want to grow.
Yo, listen, that's real gems for people because it is very hard. Because, Will, you've been in the public eye since a teenager.
Yes.
And, you know, I planned today, I really just wanted to ask you, how are you doing? Like, I talk to your son Jaden from time to time. I support Willow. Her new album is phenomenal.
Congrats
but we
to Willow, too.
literally have your whole family on display for decades.
Yeah.
And, you know, your book even talked, I think, some about some of this, just being in the public eye for so long. And same question for you after Will, Martin, is like, how are you doing, though?
Yeah.
Like, how are you, the human being?
This is the greatest time in my life. Like,
Legit.
This is legit
That's
the
what's up.
highest, greatest, and really because I'm better on the inside, right? So it's like the outer world can only be a reflection of your inner world, right? So for me, I'm like more excited than I've ever been. I'm more creative than I've ever been. More clear about, you know, what I want to do, who I want to be, how the world works. You know, it's like nobody is spared destruction. Right? And you can do everything you want, and I promise you're going to be on your knees vomiting.
At some point.
Yeah. Everybody's going to get there, you know. So it's like
when you get through it.
Yes, like it's like the valley of the shadow of death, you know. And everybody when we repeat that, we think of it as the valley of death. No. It's the valley of the shadow of death.
Right.
It's not actually death. It's just scaring you, making you think it's death.
Humbling
on
you
and
in
keep
some ways,
walking.
too.
And you're coming back to the light, and you're coming back better than ever.
What I say about the light?
It reminds you
Hold
that
on.
you're mortal. You need that.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on, man. What I tell y'all about the light, nigga? You know what I'm saying? I like to talk and stuff, but like, bro, I got wisdom, bro. Don't get it twisted. People want to judge talk, blah, 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 whatever. But I bet I drop some gems every once in a while if you pay attention.
And for me, it's just, you know, waking up every day, you know, being grateful to God. You know, I know it's because of him. You know, this is my purpose. You know, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I just want to grow each day to be a better man, a better person.
I love hearing stuff like this. This stuff get me hype, man. Dang, I love this.
Live in love, peace, and harmony. And
positive
try
vibe.
to restrain from whooping somebody's ass.
No, you should. You should, Martin. It's a lot of money to lose out here. It's a lot of money to lose.
On the first day of Bad Boys, the first day, we're shooting.
No.
Me and Martin are both producing, and we're doing, and Martin stopped me. You know, I'm running around, and Martin stopped me, and he said, "Hey," he said, "I love you, brother." And I was like, yeah, you know, all love. He's like, no, right here. He said, "I love you, man." And I was like, yeah. And he said, "We're not gonna rush through this. We got to 4, and we've been doing this for 30 years. We're going to slow down, and we're going to enjoy our time together."
Wow.
Right? Like literally first day on the set.
That's
You
hard.
know, so I reported him to HR.
Right. He can't look at you in the eyes like
I
that.
just didn't think that was proper workplace behavior. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to make that level of eye contact and touch me all on my chest.
You can't stare at me like that.
I think one of the things that I do enjoy is like I know how you do it, but your social media is very fun. My mom always sends me stuff about, you know, plants and scriptures, whatever. Then she hits me with a video of Will Smith in Guatemala. My family's from Guatemala. She's like, "Oh my God, él fue a nuestro pueblo." She was going off. And the only...
Oh, no, this whole section got to be in Spanish, Laura. This whole section got to be in Spanish. Go.
No, but I just wanted to talk to you about your travels. Like,
Yeah,
where
yeah,
did
yeah.
that take you? Because you've gone I feel like one day you're like, I'm just gonna do whatever the hell I want to do, whatever makes me happy.
Absolutely.
But when you dove into your actual travels, you really did it.
Yeah. You know, for me, I've studied story, right? So I think about life in terms of story. So I'm always trying to figure out where I am in my storyline, you know? And in the past couple of years, I sort of saw in the part of my storyline was where I needed to venture, right? That I needed to go out into the world, into the unknown, and learn the things that I didn't know, didn't understand. So travel became huge for me, you know? And you know, I've always been attracted to my edge, to the scary place where I'm about to do something or experience something that is uncomfortable for me. You know, so that's really what I've been doing. And it's funny, social media, because I joined late. I joined social media after everybody had been on for a decade. But social media really opened up and gave me a reason to do things. It popped me out of the bubble I was living in, and now
jumped out of a helicopter.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we saw.
Doing crazy ass things. Where I was like, I don't know.
But it just really inspired me to do things and try things, and it's been beautiful for me to be able to create and share and learn in that way.
Will, what was the hardest thing I watched with my daughter? You know, we're fans, so I watched your Disney. Was it Nat Geo?
Nat Geo, yeah.
Yeah, the Nat Geo thing where you went off with the black dude took you off into the Arctic or wherever y'all was at.
Yes.
And Will Smith found the only black person that he could find that would take him ice hiking on a glacier.
That's crazy.
Yes.
And I was like, yo, I'm watching this. And bro had you scared.
Yeah. No, yeah. So what I do on those shows is I don't know what the episode is.
Oh, hell no.
So I just fly in and they've planned everything because I want to find out on camera what we're doing.
Wow.
You know, and I was like, we are ice hiking, and he had me in a boat down rapids. I can't really swim. But it's like that
you were panicking on camera.
Yeah, no. Like he had me shook. He had me shook. But
what about the volcano moment?
Yeah, the volcano moment.
Yo, you guys, he went up the side of a volcano with a volcano photographer who only had one leg. And the whole episode, you don't know that bro only got one leg. But Will Smith can't keep up with the dude with one leg.
Yo.
This is next level.
And do I got that right? Am I saying it right?
He was blind.
Blind.
The
Blind.
dude in the volcano.
Wait, he was blind with one leg?
No. He
Okay.
had
No,
two legs.
Ebro, you took away a leg, but it was the eyesight.
No,
Okay.
the one leg dude was the sharks.
Sharks. There you go.
The sharks was the dude with the one leg. Well, one leg and one arm.
Dang.
All right.
Nah, Will is, if y'all don't watch this guy, I'm telling you, you think you're seeing something on Instagram. We're seeing Will Smith. We're like, yo, bro, we hope bro's okay. Bro is at the North Pole. He is fine.
Yeah, he sends me footage of jumping in the water and all that old stuff.
And you're like, that's cute. That's not for me.
Sending Martin the pictures. Yo, you could be out here.
Martin never interested you, huh?
No. It's not on my bucket list.
Now, Martin, was it ever on your bucket list? You So Crazy and Run Tell That are two of the biggest specials of all time. Like you're one of the very few names that gets tossed around when we talk about Raw and Delirious.
Yeah.
You know, being able to do that. How important, in addition to the show Martin and the Bad Boys franchise, how important are those specials to your legacy and what you've done?
Oh, very important, because I've been able to tell my story, you know, and give people, insight to me and how I view the world and see people, and it's just been a lot of fun for me. It's been my saving grace, you know, stand up, you know, so I'm so glad that, you know, I'm afforded, you know, the opportunity to always be able to go out at any time and perform stand-up in front of an audience, and they be there for me. And my audience is a dedicated audience. I got like the Beehive audience.
You really do.
Yeah, man.
Now, Will, I'd be remiss.
That
I
nigga
don't know
old,
how
bruh.
many times we're gonna have the chance to talk to the Fresh Prince, about hip hop and things of that nature. I busted out Ebro. I brought the 45 single to Yo Home to Bel Air. It's called. I didn't even know this existed as a single.
That's crazy.
And Will started telling me, but we stopped him. How you guys landed on this iconic theme song?
So Quincy Jones was the producer of Fresh Prince of Bel Air. So he was mentoring me, and so we go and we're getting the show and everything. And Quincy had done a theme song for Fresh Prince. So he plays the theme song, and Quincy did Sanford and Son, and Quincy did 1,000 things that you don't even know.
Oh, he was doing so many movies and scores.
Also, The Wiz,
The Wiz,
Off the Wall,
Body
Thriller. I don't know, whatever.
Endless. So Quincy plays a theme song for the Fresh Prince, and it was that old school. Keep it your head. It was in there, right? So I listened. I was like, oh, wow, yeah. And, I went, and Jeff was at the hotel, and I was like, Jeff, Quincy played a theme song. And I was like, dude, it's no good at all. And Jeff was like, just tell him, man. He understand. I was like, there ain't no way I'm telling Quincy
that Jeff
Jones.
Impression was great.
Yeah, yo, man, just tell him, he'll understand. So I was like, I can't do it, man. I was like, Quincy knows better than I know. So I went to my room, and like 4 hours later, Jeff hit me and played the music for the theme song. He was like, yo, what do you think of this? And I was like, that feels a little bit better. He was like, yo, just write something. So I wrote that theme song that night in the hotel room with Jeff. So we wrote it, we recorded. He had a 4-track. We recorded it, and he was like, "Just play it for Quincy." And I was like, "Oh,
hey man, you're the Fresh Prince, bro."
I know, right? So I took it, I played it for Quincy, and he sat there and he listened and he looked, and I'm shaking and sweating. And he said, well, that's better than that bullshit I did.
Yeah, Quincy.
He took it. He said, that's the theme song. That's
wow.
The theme song. And he took it, and Quincy did the edit, right? So he just made the short version of it. So we did a whole record.
Yeah, because this one has a second verse, the whole thing.
Verse and all of that. So Quincy made the edit, and that became the theme song.
Yo, do you ever think about how bugged it is that, like, you're a really good rapper, you're a really great actor, you're hilarious, all these great qualities. Your partner is literally the greatest of all time at what he does.
Yo, facts.
Did you ever think about how crazy that was?
So I was a DJ. And I started off DJing, doing that. And I saw Jeff DJ one night and never touched turntables again. Literally,
that's how I feel when I hear him.
Jeff did a party on my block, and he DJ'd. He had stole a party from me. He DJ'd, and I rapped. And I literally never touched turntables again. I was like, that. I don't know what he's doing something else.
That's a different thing.
That's a whole different thing. And he was like inventing stuff.
Wow. Yo, Jeff was
for people who don't know. Right? He was talking to the people at the companies that were developing turntables. Like he was that.
And they were listening to him.
And
like
they were listening to him. Yeah. No. So he's a beast.
One more before we get out of here. Can you talk about 1989 when you guys won your Grammy?
Yes.
How? Tell me about that.
Wait, Jay-Z.
I was there. I won the Grammy too.
That's right, Martin.
It's such a great
What was it
moment.
like, Martin?
Such a great moment.
You remember that moment. But by the way, Jay just talked about this moment because it wasn't televised.
Yeah. No, it was we all got together and boycotted because the Grammys didn't televise the rap portion. And we won that year. I mean, we kept the Grammy, but we was.
Did you watch it in the hotel?
we.
Did you watch in the hotel while you were boycotting?
I mean, I wasn't. The TV was on, but I wasn't looking at it.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, make sure this.
Hey man, it's your boy Kelvin. Man. If y'all enjoyed that video, man, y'all make sure y'all like the video. You make sure you mess with me, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.